Hello students. So in the previous video we have discussed the concepts of the addition of vectors, calculating the magnitude of the vectors. So today we are going to solve the exercise 10.2 from NCERT. The questions from the NCERT textbook will be solved here. So here on the blackboard you can see that there is a question written as find the magnitude of the following vectors. So here vector A is given by I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Now, how we calculate the magnitude of the vectors? To calculate the magnitude of any vector, randomly I am writing it as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. The magnitude of the vector is represented by as the symbol magnitude of A like this written in modulus and is given by under root of square of x component plus square of y component plus square of z component. Okay, so on the blackboard you can see the question number 1 as A vector is equals to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Vector A is equals to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Here the coefficients of I, j, k all are 1. What is the coefficient of I cap? It is 1. Coefficient of j cap is 1 and coefficient of k cap is also 1. So the magnitude of vector A will be given as under root x component is 1 plus y component is 1 and z component is also 1. So adding them we will get root 3. So root 3 is the magnitude of vector A. In this similar manner we are having vector B as 2i cap minus 7j cap minus 3k cap. So to calculate the magnitude of vector B, let us see what we will do. We will just square the x component, y component and z components and then add them. So the square x component is 2, on squaring we will get 4 and y component is minus 7. इसका square करते हैं minus 7 square plus minus 3 square. Right. So the magnitude of vector B will be as 4 plus, what is the square of minus 7? It will become 49, right? Because the square of negative quantities is also positive. So it becomes 49 plus square of minus 3 becomes 9 and it comes to be root 62. This is the magnitude of vector B. And similarly for vector C, where vector C is written as 1 by root 3 I cap plus 1 by root 3 j cap minus 1 by root 3 k cap. Okay, so on writing the magnitude of vector C as square of x component. X component is 1 by root 3. Let us square it. It becomes 1 by 3 plus square of 1 by root 3. It also becomes 1 by 3 plus square of minus 1 by root 3 and it also becomes 1 by 3. Add them up. On adding 1 by 3 times we will get 1 and square root of 1 is 1. So what is the magnitude of vector C? It is 1. Okay, now we will move with the question number 2. Question number 2 is written on the blackboard. Write two different vectors having same magnitude. In this question we have to write about the two vectors whose magnitude are same but they are aligned in different directions. See, we are having write two different vectors. So the vectors must be different and the magnitude must be same. Okay, now we have to think upon that their magnitude must remain same. Means their x component, y component, z component must have the same value, only then they can have the same magnitude. And it can be the possibility that their signs may be different so that the vectors can be different. For example, I am writing a vector A as 2i cap plus j cap plus k cap. Okay, now the x component of this vector is 2, y component is 1, z component is 1. Now its magnitude will come as under root of 2 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. That will come root 6. Okay, write any vector. First of all, write any vector A, any of your choice. Now you have to think of a vector B whose magnitude must remain like root 6, but its signs must be different. So you can say that it's 2i minus j minus k. Now the magnitude will remain same, root 6, or you can write it like this, I cap plus 2j cap plus k cap, right? Its magnitude will also be root 6, but the vectors will be different. There are n number of such vectors. We can write n number of such vectors, but because the question has asked only about two different vectors, so we will write about the two vectors only. These are the examples. There can be several examples depending upon the need. You can write n number of vectors. So in a similar manner, question number 3 is given. Question number 3, in question number 3, we have to write two vectors of different magnitude. But in same direction. But in same direction. In the theory part, we have discussed the concept of collinear vectors. Collinear vectors are those vectors which lie in the same line. Look, this is vector A and this is vector B, right? Both these vectors A and B are pointing towards the same direction, say towards my right hand side, okay? So they are pointing in the same direction, but you can see their magnitudes are different. The length of this arrow is this much, whereas the length of this arrow is this much. So their magnitudes are different. Now what we have to do? We have to write it in vector form. So you must keep in mind, for such for such vectors, what happens? Vector A is equals to lambda B vectors. If vector A is given as lambda B vector, then you have to keep in mind that vector A and B will be in the same direction, but their magnitude is getting multiplied by the magnitude of B is getting multiplied by lambda, right? So I am writing vector A as I cap plus j cap plus k cap, any vector, right? And vector B can be written as multiplied by 2, 3, 4, half, minus half, any number. Say I multiply it by 2. These are the vectors which are in the same direction, but their magnitudes will be different. Okay? So in this question, question number 4, we have to find the value of x and y such that 2i cap plus 3j cap is given equals to u as xi cap plus yj cap. So students, what happens when two vectors are equal? Then their respective components are equal. So suppose that 2i cap plus 3j cap is given equals to as xi cap plus yj cap. Okay, now the x component of this vector is 2, whereas the x component of this vector is x. Remember now that the component, the coefficient of I cap is the x component, the coefficient of j cap is the y component, right? So here, what is the coefficient of I cap? It is 2, and the coefficient of I cap here is x. And for two vectors to be equal, the respective components must be same. On comparing, what happens? Just compare the coefficients. You will get the value of x as 2 and y as 3. These are the values of x and y. Now we will move to the next question. So in the question number 5, find the scalar and vector components of vector with initial point 2, 1 and terminal point -5, 7. So here we are given the 2 points, and it is clearly mentioned that the initial point of the vector is 2, 1 and the terminal point of the vector is -5, 7. Suppose that dear students, there are 2 points. This is point A, this is point B. The coordinates of the point A are 2, 1 and the coordinates of the point B are -5, 7. Now we have to redirect, we have to direct a vector from this point to this point, right? Like this. The vector will be directed like this. This vector is starting from point A and is ending at point B. Okay. So what is AB vector? We will write it as AB vector. What will be AB vector? AB vector is given by, as we have studied it in the theory segment, x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap, where x2 and y2 are the coordinates of the point B and x1 and y1 are the coordinates of point A. Now put the values. x2 is how much? This is minus 5 minus x1 is 2 I cap plus y2 is 7 minus y1 is 1. Just solve it. Minus 5 minus 2 becomes minus 7. This becomes minus 7 and I cap plus 7 minus 1 becomes 6 and j cap. It's j cap. Minus 7 I cap plus 6 j cap is a vector AB. It is starting from the point A and terminating at point B. Okay. Now let us move to the next question. Okay. Here what is given? Find the sum of vectors. Vector I minus 2j plus k cap. Vector B has minus 2I cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap. And C vector is I cap minus 6j cap minus 7k cap. Now what I have to do? I have to add up these three vectors. So when two or more vectors are added, what happens? Their respective components are added. Their respective x component is added to the x component of another vector. Y component is added to the y component of another vector, and same thing happens with the z component. So let us calculate A plus B plus C. I am going to add their respective x components only. Okay, this is 1 here, this is minus 2 and 1. 1 minus 2 is minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So I cap के साथ आ गया अपना 0. Similarly, minus 2j cap minus 6j cap. It is minus 8j cap plus 4j cap. This will become minus 4j cap. And 1k cap, 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 minus 7 is minus 1. So minus k cap. Now how we will write it? We will just omit this part. Why? Because 0 multiplied by something is 0 and its x component is 0. Okay, we will just omit this part. Now what is left? Minus 4j cap minus k cap. This is the sum of all these three vectors. Now we will move to the next question. This question, we have to find a unit vector in the direction of this I cap plus j cap plus 2k cap. Okay, what actually we have to find? In this question, beta, we have to find a unit vector. Unit vector is such a vector whose magnitude is 1. Right? We have studied it. Now in the direction of I cap plus j cap plus 2k cap. So let us name it as vector A. The vector A is given as I cap plus j cap plus 2k cap. Now to find the unit vector, we know that unit vector is always calculated by dividing the vector with its magnitude. Right? When a vector is divided with its magnitude, what happens? We get a unit vector. So what is the magnitude of vector A? And you might remember that for calculating the magnitude of the vector, what we do? We just square up the x, y, z components and then add them. So x component is 1 here, plus y component is 1 here, z component is 2. So on solving it, I will get magnitude of vector A as root 6. Okay, so now let us calculate A cap. The vector I cap plus j cap plus 2k cap is divided by root 6. Now how we will write it? As 1 by root 6 I cap plus 1 by root 6 j cap plus 2 by root 6 k cap. This is how the magnitude of vector A is calculated. Okay, now let us move to the next question, please. Okay, we have to find a unit vector in direction of vector PQ where the point P and Q are given to you. Coordinates of point P and Q are given. So it is quite similar with the previous question we had done. Quite similar. Now what happens? Here we are given the coordinates of point P and Q. Okay, so if the coordinates of point P and Q are given, then can we calculate vector PQ? The answer is yes. It's very simple. How? It's just coordinates of point Q minus coordinates of point P with respective I, j, k components, right? This is like x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap. Okay, so because we are provided with the point, so we just proceed. Vector PQ is given as, now x2, y2 and z2 will be the coordinates of this point which is written later on. Okay, so coordinates of point Q. Now what is going to happen? This is 4 minus 1 I cap plus 5 minus 2 j cap plus 6 minus 3 k cap. Okay. Now this becomes 4 minus 1 is 3 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 3 k cap. But that's not the solution. What exactly we are going to find? We are going to find a unit vector. And as we discussed in the previous problem, the unit vector PQ is given as unit vector PQ is given as the vector PQ divided by its magnitude. So first of all, let us calculate the magnitude of PQ vector. What it will be? Under root x component square plus y component square plus z component square. Right? 3 square plus 3 square plus 3 square. That will be 9 plus 9 plus 9. That is 9 plus 9 plus 9. That will becomes root 27. Now you all know that root 27 can be written as 3 root 3. Right? So the magnitude of PQ comes as 3 root 3. Now let us calculate it. PQ vector is 3 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 3 k cap upon its magnitude, which is 3 root 3. Okay? PQ unit vector is given as, divide the vector by its magnitude. It will become I cap by root 3. I cap by root 3 plus j cap by root 3 plus k cap by root 3. Okay. In question number 9, you are provided with vector A and vector B. You have to find a unit vector in direction of A plus B. It is similar to the previous question, right? How? Again you have to find the unit vector. In the question number 9, we have to find a unit vector which is in the direction of A plus B. It is very similar to the previous question we have done, right? Again we have to find a unit vector, but now it is in the direction of A plus B. So let us see how we will do it. So first of all, we need to calculate A plus B. And I have told you how to solve the addition of two vectors. The respective components are added, right? So let us add their respective components. Now 2 I cap minus I cap will be equals to, definitely I cap, minus j cap plus j cap, they will be cancelled out and it will become 0, right? Plus 2k cap minus k cap and it will becomes equals to k cap. This comes our vector A plus vector B. Now we have to find a unit vector in this direction. So what I see, let us rename it as vector C. Now it will become easy for us to calculate this. Now we will rename this as vector C. Now we will need to calculate C cap. C cap will be vector C divided by its magnitude. Okay, so for that we need to calculate the magnitude of C. So now what is the magnitude of C? That is under root square of x component, that is 1, plus square of y component is 0 here. So there is no need to write it. Square of z component, that comes to be root 2. Okay. So now let us calculate C cap. It becomes I cap plus k cap by root 2. 1 by root 2 I cap plus 1 by root 2 k cap. Students, you can see the questions of mathematics are very easy to solve. What you have to do? Just understand the language of the question very carefully. Just look on the question, what is given to you and what is asked. Mathematics is not like any sort of phobia. That must not be any phobia for you, because it is the easiest subject you can solve, because everything, even the solution is provided in the question. The solution is itself provided in the question. How? You have to find a unit vector in the direction of A plus B. Now it is given to you that you have to find A plus B. Okay. So what we did? We just calculated A plus B and then आपको बताया गया कि यहाँ पे unit vector calculate करना है. You just apply the basic concept of unit vector and apply the formula and solve it. So that's what I am saying. Mathematics is the quite easiest subject. Okay. Now we will proceed with the next question. Question number 10. In question number 10, you have to find a vector in the direction of 5 I cap minus j cap plus 2 k cap which has a magnitude of 8 units. So beta, what exactly the question is? You have to find a vector in this direction and having a magnitude of 8 units, right? So what we will do? Just we will find a vector of magnitude 1 unit in this direction and then multiply the vector by 8 so that its magnitude becomes 8 unit, right? So how to find a vector of magnitude 1? For that we need to calculate unit vector. Okay, let us name the vector as A as 5i cap minus j cap plus 2k cap. Now we will find the unit vector. For that we need to calculate its magnitude. 5 square is 25 plus 1 plus 2 square is 4, right? It comes to be root 30. So let us calculate unit vector A. Is vector A divided by its magnitude. Vector A is 5i cap minus j cap plus 2k cap divided by root 30. Okay. Now this is the vector having the magnitude of 1 unit, right? But now we need to calculate a vector of magnitude 8 units. So what we will do? We will multiply this vector by 8, right? The required vector becomes as 8 times of a cap. Okay. Now 8 times of a cap is 5i cap minus j cap plus 2k cap by root 30 is equals to 8 multiplied by 5i cap is 40i cap minus 8j cap plus 16k cap by root 30. So this is your required vector. So you can see it is very easy concept. So that's all for today. We are going to solve exercise 10.2, question number 1 to 10, and in the next video we will solve the next questions and we will learn some new tricks of like section formula. Okay, stay tuned. Thank you.